Hi, this is Philip again, and welcome back to our short course for Shopify Hydrogen 2.0 Plus Remix. And in this video, we are now in session 5, and in this session, we are going to take up the Storefront API types, particularly for product API type. And in this demonstration, we are going to create another new components for an upsell item to your product page. We'll also create a new GraphQL statement, async function, and differ to our loader arguments for our upsell item. And I will also demonstrate how we can update your hydrogen to the latest version of our package. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how we can implement this upsell functionality. I'm going to set an example on how this upsell works and it looks like in the product page. So here we are. So this is a swim lane, and we're going to click that, and you will see there's a checkbox, and we're going to try to add an item to our cart, and you see that there's one item added. So now we're going to add an item with this upsell item, and you see here it is also automatically changed, added the $49 to this label of our add to bag CTA. If we're gonna click that, and should we expect that there should be an upsell item added to our cart. So I think that would be our basis, and now we're going to look at it in our own Shopify. Go to our VS Code, and we're gonna check and have a short recap of what we've done so far in our previous session, where we added a contact form. And if you see, there are two indication that there are two files was having these changes, like it's untracked and the other one is being modified. So we're gonna add this first in our get repository. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to add this, like add dash I, and then there's one update, and then asterisk, and then I want to add the untracked, then asterisk as well, then exit, then gate commit, plus aim, then updates, changes for contact form. And then let's go to our main branch. I think I almost forgot what exactly is there. Okay, so this master, get checkout master. And then if you are now in the master branch, then we are going to merge the previous branch that we added the contact form. Get merge contact page changes. All right, so now we're gonna ready to go. We added a new components for an upsell. We're gonna say get checkout, create upsell item component. All right, so now we are now ready to complete this task, and here we are. So what we're gonna do right now is to find out where we are going to place this upsell component. So we are expecting that it should be placed in our product page. So we are going to look at the routes folder and look at for a product page handle, I think, here. So this is the exact file that we're going to add the upsell component, and here we are. So we're gonna look at the form, the product form. So there is a product form, and now what we're gonna do here, I think the first thing is we are going to create a component. So at first, I think it would be better if we are going to create a folder for our custom component. It's gonna say custom components, and then create a new file or a component like upsell item.tsx. And as usual, we're going to declare as constant. We're gonna say constant upsell item equals, then arrow function. Then here we're gonna return it as GSX array. Okay, so here we're going to fragment, or what I mean, if we're gonna compose a new elements here, I'm gonna say upsell item, and close that parent container, and here we're gonna say try to show it up upsell item, and here we're going to export it by default, then upsell item. Then once it is ready, now we are going back to our product handle, and probably we are going to place it in this statement, like it is out of stock, then that should not be placed there. So we're gonna try to add here. So first thing, we have to add a fragment, because we're going to add another child elements to this add to bag cart. So here, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna say upsell item. That's it. Then we're gonna try to run it. npm run dev. Just take for a while. And I think what I'm almost forgot. So I'm gonna show you how we are going to update our hydrogen apps. And some of times that there will be a new release that you can update your hydrogen. So I'm gonna show you how we are going to do that. Okay, so it took about 39 seconds. All right, now so you see there's an upgrade available. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to look at this link and you're gonna see the release, and here we are. So now what we have to do is to update in our package.json. So what you have to look at here, like you're gonna copy this, then go to your VS Code package.json, and then we are going to search that. Oh, why is not copied properly? We're gonna do that again. This one, copy, and then paste it there. All right, so it's here. So I think we need to change that version to 1.17 and 1, like that. Then the next is the ES line. It seems like, okay, so this is the run dev for remix. Here, like that. Then it should be 1.17.1, like this. Oh no, 1.17.1, 17.1. Next is the ELS config. That here. So what is the version is 1.17.1. Now what we have left is the hydrogen. I think we're gonna search this package. Okay, it's there. So we need to change that version to the latest version, like that. And I think what else is the demo store. So I think the best way is to change this as well. And our demo, we're gonna place that like that. And then again, we're gonna stop npm update. I think install. npm install. And I think we're gonna wait for a few minutes. Or it might take sometimes to completely update this package version. Okay, we'll just try to push, then let's come back at later time. We are again, and now you see that it was successfully upgraded to the latest version of our hydrogen packages. So now I think we are going to run it again for our preview to our app. And while we are waiting that this app will be up, now I think we're gonna start to build our GraphQL statement. So I think in this line, in line 51, I think what we're gonna do with this, we have to create async function together with our GraphQL statement. So here, I think what we're gonna do here, like we're gonna say constant, let me say upsell variant, and then I think we need to create an async function. I'm gonna say upsell variant, then we are going to bring the context storefront, then probably we need an upsell handle to send this request to our GraphQL statement. And I think what I have missed here, I'm going to create another constant variable to handle this upsell handle item. So I think we're gonna choose what will be your handle to this product upsell. So we're gonna look at in our Shopify store. Like I think what we need to visit it here should be like in our app short course, then log in, and then we're gonna wait when it is completely loaded, and we're gonna check the products. Then like we're gonna choose probably this one, and we're gonna check what is the handle, add JSON extension to your URL. Then probably the handle will be somewhere here, vendor product handle, so it should be here. So we're gonna put it in our code like that, and then we are now ready to build our get upsell variant async function. So we're gonna scroll down in our last line of our component, like probably we're gonna add it here. So we're gonna say async function function like that, then like this. It's the same way what exactly here. So I think what is the next steps is to create our GraphQL statement. And I think what we have to do here is to bring the storefront, then storefront, comma, and then probably handle. Oh, we're gonna say product handle, or let me see like a product handle, or it's just a string. Okay, it's better just say that handle, then a string. I think that's it. We're gonna use that. And here we're gonna say constant product is await storefront API dot query. We're gonna use this query, then upsell variant, then product connection. So this is another API type, product connection. And then here we're going to like that, and then it's like this, then upsell. We're gonna say upsell variant. This will be our GraphQL statement, query, and then like that, then say variables, then our handle. So our handle will be passed from here, so whatever the value, and it will pass to this statement. And then like that, then here I think next is the in variant product, then no data. It's a string. We just say if there is no available variant, then it will respond to this statement like that. Then you say return product. I think that's it. Is this seems like okay? So because we don't have yet a upsell variant query, so we're gonna build our upsell variant query here. So what we're gonna do with this is to construct, or probably we can copy something existing in our previous setup like this, then put it here, and we're gonna name this as upsell variant query. And then we're going to remove some of these options, like yes, I think this is okay, it's handle. Then I think I only need, I don't need this selected variant. Probably if we need later for the media, then we can also grab this property. I think I don't need the SEO, and I think the shop as well. So I think that's the only thing we need to complete these functions. And let's go back here. So what's wrong with this? I think did you mean product connection? Product. I think a wrong spell with the product type. So I think that's working fine. So let's go back in our loader argument. I think it's here. So now I think we are ready to place this in our differ return. So probably I'm gonna place it here, and then now we are ready to pull this variable. If there is an available object response, then it will automatically put it here. So here we're gonna grab that object and say upsell variant, and then we try to console if there is if it is returning a response from the server, upsell variant. Okay, and we were going to expect that there should be a response. Like we're gonna try to check in the preview, like here, inspect, and then console. What's this? This is not from. Let's see. Refresh. Product. I think it's not yet. It is not yet showing up. Oh, sorry, because we are in the home page. So sorry. So now we are going to look at in our product list, and now we see that it is now responding this product handle. This should be somewhere here. Okay, so it should this must be the one. So there is a data in this object, and there is already a response from that GraphQL query. So now we are ready to push this value to our component. And as what we see here, where is that component? And look at here, console, then added it to here. So now I think this is the right time that we can uh, push this value using the suspense and await hooks. So I think the best way is to build added this suspense before we are going to post this value. I mean the upsell variant will be pushed to this upsell component. So I think what we should do, we are going to use a suspense hooks, fallback, and then we're gonna try to use the skeleton class name. It's another component that we can use as a suspense element before it will completely loaded this variable. We're gonna here like close, and then you're gonna try to add that here. And then the next one is the await. We're gonna say await, and then in await there is a prompt for this. Actually, I think we're gonna try to close it first, then add this like that. Then here there is a lacking prompts, so what the prompts will be is the error element, then say there was a problem loading upsell variant, and we can add another one which is resolved, and we are going to add this object upsell variant, and I think that's it. Now the next one is we are going to post this value. Okay, so here we are going to add the object for this result of the upsell variant response. Now here we're gonna do is to name any object that you want, like this is the result of the response resolved. Now we are going to push this value goes to here. So like for example, we say unit product, then we're going to return the result goes to our component. Then here we're going to add a fragment, and the fragment will be an upsell item return to this component is a upsell item like that. So let's try to save, and now it's rebuilding, and let's try to check in the preview. I think everything is working fine. Let's go back, and now we're going to push this value goes to our upsell item. I think probably we can name it with a different appropriate name, like let's say upsell item. Then here let's say add a prompt to pass this value like that, let's say upsell item, and in our component we are going to catch that value down to this component. And I think what will be the first thing to do is to add a variable like upsell, and then we're going to use the product type. So at this time we are going to use the API type for product. What we're gonna do here is to open bracket, then say upsell prompts, then product. I think I missed something here. That's product. So we're gonna select the Storefront API type as product, and it will also automatically add it to here. And then now I think we're gonna try to console if this value was successfully passed to this component, something like that. And then let's try to open up our preview, and I think undefined, it's resulted to undefined. Okay, so there is a missing thing that we did not successfully added to that, so undefined. And here let's go back to our product handle. I think it's something wrong with this? Upsell item. Okay, I think we made the wrong name. Okay, so upsell item. So it should be the same name. Let's say item. Then here, upsell item. Save. And let's go back to our preview. And now I think it is now successfully passed this object to our component. And you see that it's coming from the upsell item TSX. And I think that's it. Then I think we are going to complete this component. Like we're going to add something here. And this element, like we're going to add an input box to our product page, like say class name, then we say flex, then label, and here say input type checkbox class name, then ask say the class name for tailwind, say accent pink, then my auto, then margin right 2, then close that. Okay, this is an input, and then we're gonna do it like this. Now we're going to add the title of that upsell here. We're gonna say upsell item. We're gonna check what will be the path for that item for title. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the path and go back here, and then add that. Then to make it sure that everything will be handled properly, you're gonna add the question mark, and let's try to save. And let's go back to our preview. Okay, so now we added this checkbox along with the product title. Then I want to add the price, the exact price of this product. Say hyphen, then another bracket, say upsell item dot. Let's go back again to our console, and then let's try to select the variant. So in this point, you are going to select the first selected variant, I mean this first available variant, to make this item successfully added to your cart. So you're gonna say, I think I need to get the price. So and here, there's the price, and then like that. Then I'm gonna add a question mark again, just to make it sure that everything will not interrupt your app. And something wrong with that, then it will be, sometimes it could be disrupted to your app. So we're gonna make it sure that everything will be working properly. And I think it goes like something in this one. So it seems like there is a problem. Let's keep on looping to that. What's wrong? Level item. Okay, so there is a problem in here. The object are not valid to React child with case amount. Okay, so now this is another thing. We need to import our money hook. So what we're gonna do here, are we going to do like this, money and data attribute, data props, and then I think we are going to put this way. Then I think I should remove that. I think that's fine. Now we're going to rebuild it again, and hoping this time this will work. Alright, so I think it is working properly. I think I need to add, it seems like the space to here. I think the best way, we're going to use the JavaScript string and add this variable with space. So what we're gonna do here, I think you're gonna use this quotation in your keyboard. It's near in number 1K, and here we're going to place this in the end of that. And then here what I'm gonna do is to use the $sign and bracket, and here as well, and then the space will be like this. And I think I'm gonna remove that. It doesn't really work. I'm gonna save. Hopefully this time will be more flexible. So this seems like it's the same thing. Okay, I think we're gonna move on to another maybe the flex is the problem. So we're gonna try to add a gap. Maybe probably this will work. Seems like the what's gonna do here, there is a space, but there is a div, the div that might added as the money. We're gonna try to add a class in here if this is applicable. Class name, then we're gonna say left 2, save. Let's go back. Yes, I think that really works fine. Okay, I think that's the best solution that we can do about this spacing. Save like that. And then let's go back to our preview and hopefully this time works. Okay, I think this is working now. So now I think we are now going to add a trigger point, or probably we're gonna use a use state. So what I want, if we're going to check this checkbox, then it will add a value here. And we're gonna tick mark. If we're going to untick, then it will also remove this amount. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, let's go back to our product handle. And in here, I think is we need to add this add to cart button into our suspense. Okay, like that. I'm gonna move that after the upsell. We're gonna align this to make it more readable. Okay, I'm gonna save. Now the point is this is the parent of our upsell item. So I think we're gonna base our trigger variable here in this parent component. So I think what we need to do here, we're going to use the use state again. We say constant. We say has upsell item, then set has upsell item. Then we're gonna say use state false as boolean. So this time I know that it is a boolean, so I can easily declare this as a boolean. So use state, I think it seems it was not imported yet. So we're gonna import it here. To import, then use state is from the React. Then go back here in our product form, and I think it's now working fine. And the next steps is we are going to use this variable, our use state, within our component upsell. So we're gonna pass this, like we're gonna say set has upsell item equals bracket, then say set has upsell. Now it's already added this prompt. Then we're going back to our upsell component, and here we're going to add this prompt that passes to this component, which is the use state. You can see set has update. So why is the reason why it passes this? Because this component will be the one to trigger the take and take event in this input box. So this is the reason we're gonna push this variable goes to this component. So here what I need to do is to set upsell upsell item, then any. Okay, so here what is a okay, it is not used. Okay, all right. So now what I need to do, we're going to add another function here, constant on click upsell, then event event any arrow function, then you say console log, say event target the check, so we can see how exactly this works. Now here in our input checkbox, we are going to add an event on click, then call that function on click upsell. And click upsell, save. And then let's go back to our preview and how this will work. So let's go here, and if I were going to click this check and now it is true, we're going to take becomes false. Now I think this boolean variable result from the event target check, we can post this to this upsell use state, and say set, then say event target dot check. Okay, now let's go back to our product handle, and now are we going to use this variable if this will appear like it is really providing us a exact value that we are looking for. Say like that, save. Set has upsell, it's not assignable. Okay, go back here. So now if I want to take that, okay, so it seems that it is coming from the product handle. I say, all right, so I think it's everything okay. So now what I have to do here is we are going to use that trigger to change the text on our add to cart button. So what is my plan here? We are going to add another money component here. You can see add component, but before it will display, then I think I need to use the hash upsell item, then and then I gonna add that money variable here. Sorry, the money hooks like that. And for now, we just leave it like that. So we just need to know if this thing will appear as what exactly we want. Let's say I will add another span. Let's say plus something like that. Then let's go to our preview. All right. So now, if are we going to take this checkbox, then it will add this amount to this. You know, let's try that. Okay. So I think that is fine. All right. So I think it seems it is now working well. So we're gonna change that amount. So here, what we had in our upsell amount, I'm gonna copy this. Maybe probably this one, the price, and added to this data like that. So the variable upsell is coming from here, and it goes to this. It's the same way what we did in upsell, but we are just passing this value goes to our component. But now this is within this component. Now we can easily grab that variable goes to our money hooks. We're gonna save, and we're gonna try to check in our preview if this is working well. If I'm going to check, and now it's added the $14 to my add to bag. Now the problem here, if we're going to add this item to cart, like for example, okay, it seems that there is a problem with this. Okay, shipping bar. Okay, there is an existing problem with that. So here we are having a problem with the cart bar. Is that a cart bar? Announcement bar. Cart bar. Where is that? Shipping bar, sorry. So there is a problem here. So it seems like it is coming from the cart. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna find out that shipping bar. Okay. So here is the problem. Okay, it seems like the cart issue. If there is no item on the cart, then this will be a problem. So what I'm gonna do, I think the best way is to add another condition here. You're gonna say cart, if not available, then we don't need this cart shaping bar. Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna run it again. And hopefully this time this one will work. It's another time to wait for the mini oxygen will completely loaded. So while waiting, let's go back to our product handle. Now what is my plan is that we are going to where is that, change also the item added to cart. Okay, so I'm gonna show you that in a bit. Now we are going back here. Alright, so I think this is okay now. So let's open an item, and I'm gonna say inspect to show up the console. Okay, now we're going to add this 2 items to cart, and if you see, it's only one added. So this is because we didn't really add it yet in our add to cart button. So now what we're gonna do is to apply this trigger goes to our prompts line. So we're gonna try to that, then we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna align this in one line so we can easily understood how this really works. Like that, and then so like this. There's a comma, and here. Okay, now my condition is that if there is an upsell, then there will be 2 items added to cart. So what we have to do, we are going to add this use state again, and then question mark, because we need an if else statement. If we are going to use if without else, then you will use this and sign. That is the difference between them. If we're going to use the statement as if else, then this will be the proper uh, attribute for your condition. Like now we are going to add another item. So this is an array, and within an array there is an object which has a key and value. So I can add another value here, and here this is the default attribute merchandise ID, and then here are we going to add the variant for upsell. So copy that, then put it here. Then I think I need the price. If you're gonna try to look at the console in our product for upsell, you're gonna expand the product object, and you say that there is a variant nodes, then it is on the 0 index, and we need the ID. So if I were going to copy that, it's the same thing what I did here right now. So we're gonna remove this upsell, then product. So that's it. Now I'm going to add a question mark just to make it sure that it will not interrupt our app. So there is a one quantity added to that, and now another condition else. Then I will going to apply this. Okay, hold on. I think this should be like that, and I think I lost the end bracket. Okay, so here I think it was being added from here. It should be added here. Okay, that's it. Now I will just remove this another product item. So it seems like this is okay now. So line, if the use state has upsell item becomes true, then there are two products will be added to our add to cart button. Else, then it will only appear as one item added to the cart. So we're gonna try if that condition really meet to our requirements. Okay, I think it's already refreshed. So what if I were going to click that, then add to bag, then there are two items added. So I think this is working now, and we're gonna try again just to make it sure that everything is aligned. All right, so I think that really works. Okay, so now I think we're done to this session, and now we are now ready to tackle down the other topics, which is the pagination. So we're gonna prepare to that in the next session 6 and the coming days. So I'm just thank you for your continued patronizing to this channel, and hoping that this channel will help you to build your own confidence in building your own hydrogen apps. Thank you so much, and I think we're gonna see each other again. Bye for now.